I would like to give a special thank you to our sponsor, Profit and Growth Unlimited, LLC, the company that helps businesses, churches, and nonprofit organizations make money, and save time. As a part of the Dr. Business Community Give Back Project, we're offering free radio interviews for a limited time for select organizations. So if you'd like to be considered for this wonderful opportunity to showcase your business or organization for free in an effort to share your vision, your passion, and build relationships with the community, give me a call at 877-342-7770. In turn, you will increase sales and contributions and gain exposure by bringing awareness to support your cause. Once again, free radio interviews is my way of giving back to you. So call me at 877-342-7770 to take advantage of this limited time offer.
You're listening to WDRB and WGIV, the only station giving you the best in R&B, soul, and old school.
I would like to give a special thank you to our sponsor, Profit and Growth Unlimited, LLC, the company that helps businesses, churches, and nonprofit organizations make money, and save time. As a part of the Dr. Business Community Give Back Project, we're offering free radio interviews for a limited time for select organizations. So if you'd like to be considered for this wonderful opportunity to showcase your business or organization for free in an effort to share your vision, your passion, and build relationships with the community, give me a call at 877-342-7770. In turn, you will increase sales and contributions and gain exposure by bringing awareness to support your cause. Once again, free radio interviews is my way of giving back to you. So call me at 877-342-7770 to take advantage of this limited time offer.
You're listening to WDRB and WGIV, the only station giving you the best in R&B, soul, and old school. Keep it locked here to WDRB and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte.
This is the Profit and Growth Hour. You're listening to WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte. This is Miss Divine filling in for Dr. Business. And family, let me tell you, I got a treat for you today, okay? Let me tell you who I, Miss Divine, got in the studio with her. It's Miss Melissa Tate. Oh, excuse me, Dr. Melissa Tate, LPCS.
Yes.
I said that right?
That's correct.
All right now, Miss, I keep saying Miss, Dr. Melissa Tate. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, honey.
Let's see. I am a private practice mental health professional in the Charlotte area.
Okay.
I've been in this field for about 10 years.
10 years?
Yes.
10.
About 10 years.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now. In other words, family, she got some education. All right.
I've been in the Charlotte area for about 2 years after relocating from Maryland.
Okay.
And I just opened my own office a few months back here in July. So it is growing and
really
doing very well.
Really? Mm-hmm. So 10 years deep.
Mm-hmm.
Your office is here in Charlotte?
Yes.
Okay. What's the address?
The address is 3717 Latrobe Drive, Suite 740. So that is in the Midtown area, right outside of Cotswold, Myers Park, not too far from Bojangles Coliseum.
Okay.
So
yeah, I know where Bojangles Coliseum is.
Midtown area.
All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
All right. So tell us a little bit more about what it is you do, but more importantly, why you do what you do.
Okay. So first of all, I'll start out with why, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I just have always been a people person, very people oriented. But at the end of the day, I think that everyone deserves that to go to bed with peace of mind. And so I know, everybody, myself included, have had our own little personal struggles.
Yeah.
And, sometimes feel like, people ask, am I crazy? Is it crazy that this, I get, your side advice, your side alley advice. Am I crazy because I, was chasing him on Facebook?
We don't even want to start on Facebook,
we don't want to go there.
family.
We don't want to go there.
Why people put our business out there on Facebook like that?
Listen, I think social media has become a new way to communicate. And a lot of people feel like the anonymity of, kind of typing a message and putting it out there, or thinking they're funny, or whatever, that it doesn't necessarily have an impact. And I think honestly, there's a lot of more anxious, kind of nervous people that may not say all that stuff in your face, but they feel more comfortable kind
just
of
putting it on
typing
blast.
it and posting it and thinking it's okay. But it comes back. It comes back.
Done posted, done got into it with somebody. This
Exactly.
other girl.
Going
This
back and
heifer done
forth.
told me I couldn't. What's You know what? And people are doing it, but you know what? The smart people nowadays are actually doing business promotions,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
building business pages,
Absolutely.
and really marketing themselves truly
Absolutely.
via social media.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that, honestly, it's a phenomenal invention.
It is.
It is a way to connect with people. And when it's used properly, it's a great way to connect with people from your past, catch up with people, reunion. You could, all of a sudden, you have this network of people that you maybe hadn't talked to in 20 years, and all of a sudden they're at your fingertips.
Right.
And so, yes, from a business perspective, I use Twitter and Facebook, and I've certainly found that it's allowed me to connect with people that I would have never come in contact with otherwise.
Right.
So it really allows you to get your voice out there. As I was saying before, I just want to help people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so when you come into my office and you're in a vulnerable space, whether it's because of depression, anxiety, a relationship issue, something that happened to you 20 years ago, something happened between your mother and you, or you and your child.
Yeah.
I'm there to kind of use this education that I've established over the years, and just give you an insight that you don't fully understand. You don't fully understand what's happening. So, and I love the work that I do. I went into school as a physical therapy major.
Oh, touching on people.
I took a psychology class just because I needed a psychology class, and I fell in love, and I've been doing it ever since.
You found your gifting.
So I really did. I do consider it a gift. I think that I'm coming to recognize that it takes a special person to hear some of the stories that I hear on a regular basis. It takes a special person for someone to come in and completely trust you and be 100% honest with you.
Oh, yes.
And tell you the deepest, darkest secrets that nobody knows.
Right.
To let you in on the little idiosyncrasies that's happening in their life. And for you to be able to allow them to walk away, again, like I said, with some peace of mind, with a sense of security, with a sense of understanding, that's my goal.
Wow.
And if I can do that for one person in a day, or one person in a month, then I've done what I've come to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's very hard to find people that you can trust, let alone keep things confidential, because we all need to get things out.
Yes.
And sometimes family
Yes.
is not the best.
I'm so glad you said that. Part of coming to counseling and being humble enough to step into that process is really to get somebody who doesn't have any skin in the game. I have no stake in you keeping your job, or I have no stake in any of that.
Right.
And so whether you stay with your husband, whether you decide to leave your husband, I have no judgment one way or another. I'm just there to assist you with getting to a point where you are comfortable with your decisions.
Yes.
And a lot of times family can impose a little guilt, or this is how I did it, so this is how you need to do it. And sometimes one of the biggest things I like to tell people is, just because that's the way you've been doing it doesn't mean it's the best way to do it.
Exactly.
And so sometimes looking at things from a different perspective, outside of you, outside of your family, outside of the workworkplace, or wherever you're having your dilemma, is really what leads you to a sense of clarity.
I tell you what, just to piggyback off of what you said regarding family, family can be judgmental. People in general can be judgmental.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially when you really need help with the situation. It could be an addiction. It could be a bad habit. It could be them skeletons in your closet that's driving you crazy. And a lot of those things come with stress, come with depression, and it causes us to do things to hurt ourselves, if not mentally, physically, and some are fatal.
Yes, absolutely.
So you actually save lives.
In a sense. In a sense, yes.
Absolutely.
And I've worked with, some of the most severe populations. Right now I'm in private practice and I'm working with, general everyday folk with general everyday issues. And sometimes those issues go beyond, the scope of that. But even in my background, I've worked with suicidal, homicidal, hearing voices, seeing things, on the heels of a rape trauma or molestation, or gang violence, or victims of car accidents. And so I think I've gotten to the point where I've recognized that I've worked with people in their very most vulnerable states. And it's that piece of the area of your mind, that area of the brain that a lot of people just hope they never have to deal with. And so I'm it's hard to say I'm grateful for being a part of that process, but I am grateful for being a part of that process because I've seen people go from step A to step B to really making some progress in their lives.
Healing.
The healing process, absolutely. And that's a powerful thing to witness and be a part of.
I tell you what, you have to be called to be in that area, and I'm going to say of ministry, because if you're not careful, those spirits, those things that these people are carrying can attach themselves to you. How do you keep from that happening?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that I can say that I've come to recognize in my life is that I have to have very good boundaries. I have to be very clear about what's work and what's personal.
Yeah. That's a challenge in itself.
and to really create, in my personal life, to create a balanced lifestyle so that when I'm off work, I'm off work. I'm not bringing it home with me. Notes and writing is, taking a phone call, that's not that big a deal. But as far as bringing the emotional baggage of what's happening at work home with me. And there's times when it's tough. You go through supervision or you go through consultation with your colleagues or whatever. But I am so proud to say that my family system and my support system is awesome. Like, I can't say it any other way. And I think I've worked really hard at making sure that I have the right people in my life. In
your circle of influence.
Yes, and you have to be intentional about that. You have to be intentional about who's in my life bringing drama. Who's bringing me, some sense of stress or anxiety or whatever. I have enough of that at work. I hear all of that all day long. I don't need to then come home and be a part of that as well. So I'm very intentional about who is in my life circle and who I come into contact on a regular basis. And my family is awesome. Like, I can't say it in any other way. My mother, my father, my brothers, I just, cousin. I mean,
can we get some name shout outs?
Oh my God, Mabel Singleton, Mabel and Sam, I love you to death. My brother Corey, his wife
Corey.
Erica, my nephew Xavier, and one on the way.
Oh, okay.
Just a beautiful growing family. My brother Stanley, and his wife Lanita, and my cousin Stacy, and even my Charlotte family, because I moved here a couple of years ago. Yeah. And, so that's my Maryland family, but my Charlotte family is awesome. My colleague and coworker, Sandra Buckle-Smith, we share the office space on Latrobe Drive. So we share that office space. We've known each other for, 10, 15 years at this point. We've worked together in various agencies, and at this point, she's like a sister to me. Yeah. And, I've just come to Charlotte after 2 years, not really knowing anybody. I knew one or two people when I moved here, and I really have. This is home to me now. So I'm grateful for the people that have come into my life since I've been here.
Wonderful. You moved to Charlotte alone?
I did. My daughter and my two kids. Yes. Wow. I mean, myself and my two kids. Yeah. Yes.
Goodness. What made you move?
Cost of living.
That will be a big factor.
Yes, cost of living. I'm a single mom with two girls. Maryland is very expensive. It's home to me, and I love it. And I think it was a great basis for just my upbringing in general. But as a single mother with two girls, it was tough to live where I was living, and I felt a need to create a lifestyle for myself and for my kids, where I was autonomous, financially and just personally. And, it was hard to move away from my family and my support system, but it was time. And I think that, you look at your finances at the end of the year and say, what do I need to do differently? Because I'm doing well financially, but in this economic climate, I'm not doing well financially, So I was like, I need a different economy. And so that was really my driving decision. And I woke up one day and literally said, I think I'm moving to Charlotte.
Wow, really?
I had been here a few times and visited and, stayed for the weekend and, visited a friend or two. And And every time I came here, I said, this is beautiful. I really could live here. And so didn't have any plans to, but all of a sudden it was a plan. I think I made the decision in January, February, and I moved here in June.
Wow, that was quick.
That was it.
That was quick. How did the girls like it down here?
My oldest went through an adjustment period.
Oh, goodness. An adjustment period.
And a little adjustment phase. You know, she was in full swing back in Maryland with her friends, and, you know, we're very family oriented, so just love having family around. So she went through a phase where she was just like, I'm ready to go back to Maryland. I want to go back. But she has hit full stride.
Wow.
She's in high school.
What's her name?
Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. Big shout out to Big Jordan.
She's in high school now, and she's a very good track runner, indoor and outdoor track, and she's kind of hit her full swing, socially, academically, and with track, and hopefully working on that track scholarship.
Run, Jordan, run!
That's right, run, Birdie, run. That's my mantra. I call it J Bird. Run, Birdie, run. And then my baby girl was just entering kindergarten here, so she hit the ground full stride. And, you know, she's a social butterfly like me, so she hit the ground running. And you know, we've made a home here.
Yeah.
We're happy, and you know, I'm happy about my decision.
Wonderful, wonderful. Family, you're listening to the Profit and Growth Hour. This is Miss Divine. I am here with the one, the only, the fabulous, the phenomenal Dr. Melissa Tate. Be sure to give her a call, 443-471-8470. That's 443-471-8470. If you need counseling, if you need assistance with grief counseling, if you're going through depression, if you need marriage counseling, if you need some type of inspiration or uplifting in your life, if you're dealing with domestic violence, because this is Domestic Violence Month, if you have issues with just needing someone to let it all out to, be sure that you get in contact with Dr. Melissa Tate. She is the best in her industry. She can definitely help you. She's anointed by God. She is directed by God. The steps of a good man and woman are ordered by who? The Lord. Yes, that's it. That's it. It's ordered by the Lord. Be sure to get in contact with her at 443-471-8470. And where's your office located?
It's located on Latrobe Drive, between Monroe Road and Randolph Road.
Okay.
So off of North Wendover, in that little pocket there. What I will say about, you mentioned Domestic Violence Month, is my colleague, Sandra Buckle-Smith. She has a tremendous background and worked as an assistant clinical director for a domestic violence agency for 3 years before relocating here to Charlotte as well.
Oh, right.
So she has a tremendous background in that area. She works a lot with women who have been in disenfranchised situations, on the heels of domestic violence, and works a lot with women's issues. So I trust her like I trust myself with clients.
Okay.
So
and what's her name?
Sandra Buckle-Smith.
Okay.
And we share an office space. If you want to get in touch with her, you can you can reach through me. And also, if you go to my website at www.drmetate.com, you can see where it says office at Suite 40, and you can get information for the both of us.
Okay. Be sure, family, to go to that website, www.drmetate.com. That's www.drmetate.com. Also, be sure to check Dr. Tate out on Miss Meditate. Ooh, Miss Meditate and Mingle. Get on out of here now. Miss Meditate and Mingle on Facebook and Twitter. Don't go anywhere, family, because when we come back, we're going to have Dr. Tate back with us, and she's going to elaborate on some of the things on counseling, the different areas of counseling that she does. We're going to make sure that you get her contact information. Be sure you can email her also at drmetate@yahoo.com, but there's a period in there, so it's Dr. period or point dot
period
Dr.
dot
METATE@yahoo.com. But don't go anywhere, family. You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour on WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Wellness Wednesdays on WDRB and WGIV.